I gotta pee real bad now, and being Sunday, a lot of things are not open, so we'll see what we gotta do here. They're gonna wonder what I'm doing here. Wow, from the top of the Opera House here in Oslo on a rainy Sunday. It's a long ways to come for decent chocolate milk, but they've got it here. And this is Q. It's one of really two brands in Norway that I've found. Of the 13 new chocolate milks that I've found, 11 of them have been a Tyne brand, which is we'll see here in the other couple of ones that are interesting. But this Q stuff says Norway's best, and I'll tell you, it might be. Really good, really nice creamy to consistency ratio. Chocolate's there, and a really good chocolate flavor and cream flavor that kind of dovetail nicely together. Just kind of kicking it up here. Got a few more to talk about. Kind of a miserable gray day. Walk around Oslo, find the next spot for to drink a chocolate milk. One of my favorite spots in any city that we've been to internationally, Aker Brygge. I'm not sure if that's how you say it. This is just the very tip of it, which juts out into the water. It's absolutely beautiful. There's tons of cool stuff around here. I don't know how anyone affords to live here. I think you gotta at least own a few oil derricks to have a studio apartment here. This is a good place to have another really remarkable product here from Norway. It's this Tyne chocolate milkshake. I've been burned by these time and time again throughout Europe, whether it's the American milkshake brand or if it's Milbona, Milfina, Spar Budget. There's so many of these in a 230 ml cup that just, they all taste the same. They probably all come from the same producer, and they're just starchy and like a melted marshmallow nasty. This stuff, when I opened it up, I thought, you know, I know what to expect here. I was dead wrong. First of all, the packaging will grab you. It's got the retro look, it's super cool. And not only that, but it feels, it's almost like rubberized. The outside, it's got a really cool kind of matte finish, but a rubberized feel to it. And there's actually a membrane once you peel back the foil to, I guess, for more precision pouring. All that's good, whatever. Tastes great though. It tastes exactly like you think a milkshake should, the play-at-home version of a milkshake. Oh, it's not overly thick. It's very salty and malty. It's absolutely outstanding. Can't recommend it high enough. So highly enough. Anyway, people are encroaching on me. They're gonna wonder what I'm doing here. Buckle. Yeah, this is the third one of these I've had. They also make strawberry. It's a little bit, that one's a little bit more hard to find, but if you're in Norway, check this out. Go out of your way to have one. You'd be glad you did. I may have drunk a little too much of that Q stuff, which was good, and also obviously gonna drink the whole milkshake thing. Can't let that go to waste. But I gotta pee real bad now, and being Sunday, a lot of things are not open, so we'll see what we gotta do here. better check yourself before you wreck yourself. Because drinking this shit is bad for your health. What am I doing? Sitting here in a graveyard. It's a little bit morbid, isn't it? In Norway. But this stuff is remarkable. And I mean, it's worth remarking about. It's the single most caloric chocolate milk that I've ever tried in 720 something chocolate milks that doesn't have actual chocolate particulates in it. That's the caveat. But it's 175 calories per 100 mils. And I always speak in 100 mils because that's the standard for most of the rest of the world. In the States, it's per cup generally. And there's about 240 mils in a cup. So that is about 420 calories per cup, which is obscene. I didn't believe it at first when I looked at it. It is fortified with protein, so it's got that, but it's also got tons of sugar, carbs, and fat. Geez, 8.7 grams of fat per 100 mils. That's an awful lot. This is again from Tyne, which is, I've had 11 different products from Tyne in Norway, and they've got everything from 175 calories per 100 mils all the way down to 40 calories and everything in between. Very diversified offering. So how does this stuff taste? It is pretty thick, as you'd expect, but it tastes pretty good. There's every flavor, salt, cream, chocolate is amped up very high. So it is, an explosion of flavor. And at the very end, it is very sweet, but at the very end you get like a strong salty kick to it, which is pretty unique. And it helps. It definitely cuts the sweetness, and it makes it brings each sip to a pretty decent conclusion. I don't know how many sips you want to take of this stuff. I'm worried that if I pour some of it out, that some of the corpses in here or something might come alive. We'll do the old water test with this because it's gonna, I'm sure, leave a nice little vapor trail in the water. The ingredient list wasn't super obscene or anything like that. There's just a lot of maltodextrin and stuff, which is one of those ones you see in some of those weight gainers that just adds carbs without sugar. But again, it does taste pretty good. It'd be really ridiculous if it was 175 calories and it didn't taste good. It's about 100 more than average for chocolate milk, which is, incredible. Anyway.
Come on and check yourself before you riggedy wreck yourself. So jiggity check yourself before you wreck yourself. Big sing your ass is bad for your health.
What am I doing?